Maybe. What is up, everybody? Welcome into the Week 14 pregame show here on Wide Eye Sports. Guys, how you feeling about Thursday night? I'll just get it out of the way early. How are we feeling about Thursday night?
Fine. I mean, the Lions are a tough team. They're not an easy team to beat.
I don't know. They were pretty wishy-washy, and it made me nervous that everybody was going into that game expecting the Cowboys to win, and the hype that everybody was having around the Cowboys because nobody ever does, and it made me nervous. And I was right. I was like, man, it was a bad loss. I thought it was going to be a really good litmus test for the Cowboys, and they fucking failed.
Well,
we just got to hold on to the ball. Turn the ball over 3 times. So
yeah, I know that feeling. I know that feeling well, actually. And I feel like the defense really took another step. They had played like decent recently, I feel, and I feel like they took a big step backwards on Thursday night, unfortunately for you guys. But that's just a little recap for Thursday night. Let's move on to the Sunday slate of games. We'll get this round of the way too early. Vikings hosting the Commanders. Vikings are currently plus 1.5. Over under set to 43.5. And the Vikings are even money and the Commanders are minus 120. What do you guys think?
Hold on.
What am I holding on to?
I'm just pulling up. I'm looking at something real quick.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go with this. This is my entire rationale. There's no facts or legitimacies in my rationale. My entire rationale is based on like what's the most Vikings thing that could happen. And as a Vikings fan, like we're not like Super Bowl contenders every year or anything, but we're playoff contenders almost every year. Like very rarely at this point in the season are we just completely out of playoff contention. And it's happened a couple of times in the past like 15, 20 years. And every single time we've had a game where it really means absolutely nothing. And the Vikings could really, quote unquote, tank and go for a higher draft pick or secure a higher draft pick against a bad team and a meaningless win. We always win. We always don't do that. We always win, and we always end up with like the 12th overall pick. So because of that, we're currently slated to have the 11th pick. And if we lost today, we would swap with Washington, who currently has the 6th pick. So because of that rationale, Vikings are going to win this game. Take Vikings plus 1.5. That's my entire rationale.
I love your rationale, and you are not wrong to say that. But because I am not a fan, I am going to say you were wrong. I don't know. I think Marcus Mariota. Is Marcus Mariota playing, or is it Jaden?
No, I think it's Jaden.
Oh, shit. Yeah, then no, you're not going to win this game. I don't think so. Which is good for you.
I mean, my pick is the over at 43.5. That's where I'm leaning towards. So.
I don't
especially know, because I know the Vikings have a good defense, but I mean, Jaden Daniels is coming back.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think they could absolutely go over that. It could absolutely be a 24-20 ball game. That's not at all impossible to hit. The Vikings offense is going to be fully healthy for only the second time this season today, so that's kind of a good thing for us. But it's kind of a bad thing at the same time. So we'll see. We will see. So Jets hosting the Dolphins. Jets are plus 2.5. The over/under set at 41.5. I kind of got to ride Dolphins here. I don't think the Jets. Yeah, they're the Jets. They're the Jets.
Absolutely. I mean, you're right.
I'm not gonna say why because I feel like every time that I say why, I'm wrong because it proves me wrong, even though I know that it's true and it's factual and there's actual stats to back it up. But I'm gonna lean towards the Jets here.
Well, you gotta say why.
Man, I'm gonna jinx it. I always do. Tua doesn't play good in cold weather. Okay.
Hold on. So there's a streak. So I was gonna bring that up after you guys gave your picks. Dalton, give your pick.
But I just jinxed it, so now he's going
No,
to
hold
be
on,
a
Spoon,
great
hold
game.
on.
Just letting you know.
Give me the Jets.
So the Jets have never beaten Tua, and Tua has never won a game in under 40 degrees.
Yeah,
The
so
Jets are 0-6 against Tua, and Tua's 0-7 under 40 degrees.
See, I'm not wrong. I knew
No,
that
you're
he's
not wrong,
big
but, like,
ass in cold weather, but
It's streak v streak, bro.
yeah.
Something's got to budge. What's going to budge? Is Tua finally going to is McDaniels going to take the rock out of Tua's hand and run the ball, or are the Jets finally going to beat Tua? Like, what's going to happen?
I think it's funny that you bring that up, that you had the stat already ready to
Yeah,
go.
I already had that ready to go. Like,
He put it in the group chat.
yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't see it.
It's streak v streak, bro. Streak v streak. Browns hosting the Titans, another wow game.
Goal.
Browns are -4.5. That's I think it was at 3 on Tuesday. I'm still gonna ride Browns here.
Of course.
The over/under set at 33.5.
You could put the over/under at 20.
3.5, bro.
I will be surprised if the Titans score points. I will be surprised and I will be impressed.
I'm taking Browns money line. And Brown spread.
I mean, I saw earlier that I could bet the Titans team total under 14.5, and I don't hate that. That's probably where I would kind of lean. The Titans aren't. I mean, but they can put up some points. It's just Cleveland's defense.
But the problem is that's only 2 scores. They need 2 touchdowns.
I know.
That's like extremely possible to do for an NFL team. Like, bad or not,
I don't know what to expect from this Cleveland offense. Is the thing.
Yeah,
like we saw a good game from Shador and we saw a bad game from Shador. So now what are we going to get?
I wouldn't even say we saw. I mean, we did see a good. We saw a win from Shador.
Yeah, we saw a win from him.
And
they controlled that game the whole time, and it was against the Raiders. Yeah. So
it was good enough to win, and that's what's important.
They play a bad team here, which is Tennessee. Well, they're the worst team. They're worse than the Raiders. So I guess I would lean towards Cleveland covering this spread. I don't like a 4.5 point spread though. That's what it's up to now, right?
Yeah, I don't like 4.5. Yeah. 4.5's a bummer, but
that's probably where I would lean. Well, I guess you can still get a 3.5 on. I think it's on Barstool. You can get a 3.5 still, but I don't bet on Barstool. But whatever.
Yeah, I don't either.
But there are 3.5s available. Is what I'm at.
Even then, that's still.
Yeah.
Ravens hosting the Steelers. The Ravens are -5.5. I don't like the Ravens -5.5, but I also don't like the Steelers +5.5. I like the under in this game. The Ravens offense, for the most part, recently has not been rolling. And their defense has been playing really well, and the Pittsburgh offense has been struggling. This feels like a 17-20 game to me.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I took Baltimore in the spread. I think they come out and beat the crap out of the Steelers this week after playing bad last week.
I will see.
Yeah,
we will see.
Agree.
Falcons hosting the Hawks. The Falcons are +7. Give me the Hawks -7 in that. The over/under set at 44.5. I would like the -7 for the Hawks.
Yeah, I'm on that with you too. You can still get 6.5s on the board at some point.
Oh God, yeah, I would take 6.5. Absolutely.
Yep.
Dolt.
Yeah, I like the Hawks too.
All right, Jaguars hosting the Colts. Jags are +2.5. Colts are -2.5. I'm taking the Colts. Colts, not best offense in the NFL. I mean, I'm taking the Colts -2.5.
It's a tough game, divisional game.
Yeah,
2.5.
Yeah, win by a field goal.
Yeah, give me the Colts in this one. I think they figured out they're coming off 2 losses. I don't think it's 3 in a row.
Yeah, I don't like them +2.5 because the field goal's a loss. Spoon?
Yeah, I'm on this game. I have a bet in this. I took the over. Like the
over on 45.5.
Yep, I think this is going to be not a shootout, but it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a close battle, and I think we're going to see some points scored here.
Love that. I'm going to write that down. Jags, Indy, over.
Shoot.
All right. Bucks hosting the Saints here. Bucks are -7.5. Over under set at 41.5.
You're the Saints, and you'd be stupid not to take them. Just kidding.
Man, I hate 7.5. I hate 7.5.
I looked this morning on my sports book, and it was at 8.5.
Ugh.
I was like,
Ugh.
nope, I'm passing on this one. Sorry.
I mean, if I had to lean one way, if I had to, it would be Bucks. But like, I have a pretty strong rule about 7.5. If it's 7.5, I usually bet the plus. And if it wasn't the Saints, who personally I believe are the worst team in the NFL, I would probably bet the 7.5 because you're giving me a free touchdown on whoever I'm betting on. Like, cool, awesome. All I have to do is make it a close game and we win. And in the NFL, every game's a tough game. It's likely to happen. So, but not with the Saints.
You know what? This is in Tampa. I'm taking it. I'm taking the Bucks and their spread.
Yeah.
I'm taking it.
Oh,
Well, yeah. Give me the Bucks.
okay.
Are you
Alright.
brain dead?
All right. Bills hosting the Bengals. This is crazy to me. The Bengals are +6.
Oh god, this total's already up there.
Am I like crazy right now? Like +6?
Joe Burrow's back,
Bills are
baby.
Favored by 6? No, the Bills are favored by 6.
Yeah.
Over the Bengals.
Oh,
And the over-under is set to 54.5. They're basically saying this is going to be a 28-28 game, and they're going to be going back and forth with touchdowns all day. Like that's a
Yeah.
mind-blowing total.
It's a little high. It's way too high for me to place on it.
Like I want to bet.
I
the
mean, I
under.
want to bet the that's what I was gonna say. I think the total's gotten too high now. I feel like I want to bet the under here.
or
Cold weather, like I
or
mean,
tease
it's
it tease it up to like 60 and take the under.
yeah.
Like
I mean,
a 6
I
point
don't.
teaser.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna tease it. But
I mean, what you'll get like -250 on that teaser.
if you're wanting to tease anything, I would rather just buy a point and take the Bengals +7.
yeah,
give me a
I would take a
touchdown.
+7.5.
Yeah.
I'd bet a 1.5.
Just
and take
if
a
you're wanting to
+7.5.
do something like that, if you're wanting to tease anything, then
Yeah.
just because it's at 6 right now, just bet a 1.5. I don't think the Bills are good enough to beat the Bengals by a touchdown.
I mean, I believe.
I believe they should be, but they're probably.
I believe
not.
Cincinnati's defense is bad enough. Anything could happen.
All right, that's fair. They just that's where I would go.
Raiders hosting the Broncos. Raiders are +8.5. Over under set to 40. I like the Raiders +8.5 here.
Yeah. That's
Although
where
I say that, it could
where I would
easily be
lean.
a 20-10 game.
Yep.
But it could also easily be a 17-10 game.
I think you have to look at it as the fact that I don't trust the Broncos enough to bet on them this big.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing. It's not that we know who the Raiders are. We know what that team is. It's just the Broncos.
Bad.
The Broncos should beat the Raiders by 20, 30 points. But I don't trust them enough to just assume that and place money
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah,
So-
I don't. Yeah, I can't trust this Denver offense farther than I can throw them type situation. And it's just like, I mean, for example, they put up 10 points against the Raiders last time. They put up 13 points against the Jets, 18 against the Texans. Now it's the best defense in the NFL. I don't know if you guys have seen the graph going around of like the disguise coverage versus the blitz coverage.
Mm-mm.
So there's like how often teams blitz percentage on the bottom, and going up is like disguised coverage. And so like the Texans are at the very bottom corner, which means they don't blitz and they don't disguise their coverage. They're just lining up and coming at you. Like, well, you know exactly what we're gonna. It's essentially the defensive version of coming out with Derrick Henry in the power I formation and saying, "All right, there's no receivers on the field and 4 tight ends. What do you think we're gonna do?" It's the defensive equivalent to that. I do think it's funny on that chart. All the teams are the blitz percentage is 37% and lower, and then like way out here on the end of the chart, like off of the breaking of the chart, is the Vikings with Brian Flores at like 45%. It's funny. Um,
All right, they're releasing the college football rankings right now. Number 1 going to Indiana.
yeah. Well, we knew
You
that.
knew that.
We knew that. Packers at Bears, real quick, and you'll catch us up in between picks.
Yep.
Boone.
Yep. in between
Packers
picks.
hosting the Bears. Packers are -6.5. No Rome Odunze for the Bears. Big weapon being out. Over under set to 44.5. What do you think is going to happen here, Spoon?
I could see this going under that 44.5. I could see this being like a 24-20 game, 20-17 game, somewhere in there, 21-17 game. If I had to pick a side, obviously with that being the case, I would take the Bears plus I guess 6.5 is what it's at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me that half point. I don't care. I'll buy that half point for like 10, 15 cents. I don't care, and I'll take it. I'll take them plus 7.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The Packers shit on the Vikings. Like I'm not saying this is a salty fan. We're a bad team. We were a bad team then. We're a bad team now. I just don't. This Packers team doesn't scare me still. And
No.
this Bears team, aside from playing a division rival Minnesota, which they put up 19 points, 21 against the Lions. So that actually, I'm just going to scratch what I was about to say, because 19 and 20 on the road against the Lions and the Vikings says that the Bears struggle in NFC North matchups. I like what you said, Spoon. I like what you said. I'm gonna backtrack on that before I even get it out of my mouth. I like what you said.
Thanks, man.
Dalton,
Ohio State got number 2.
Ohio State number 2.
Dalton.
I honestly don't really. What's the spread?
-6.5.
And who did you take?
The Packers.
I would take the Bears.
Or the Bears. Sorry, the Bears.
I would take the Bears. I'd just buy that half point.
Yep.
For a few cents and give me the
Yeah,
Bears.
yeah. Give me the Bears.
All right.
I'll
Rams
hate
at
them.
the Cardinals. Cardinals are +9.5. I don't like big spreads like this. I think the Rams are going to win either way. They're going to come out pissed after last week. The over/under is set to 49.5. I don't like anything about this game. If I had to pick a side, obviously Rams. So there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Rams.
Yeah, I would lean towards the Rams here. I personally, I think that I might bet it. The Rams should come out and beat the crap out of the Cardinals. I think they want to. I don't know. It's like a bounce back game for them. I mean, they just lost to the Panthers. That's embarrassing. They need to come out and play really good this week.
We'll see. Chiefs and the Texans. Chiefs are -3.5. Texans are +3.5. The over/under is set to 41.5. I don't like the 3.5 point spread here. This screams to me, like, one of these two teams has 2 field goals and the other gets a touchdown. Then you're offset by that extra point, and then they're down what would be 3, but because it's 2 field goals now it's 4, and they're going for a touchdown and it doesn't cover. But I also think this is going to be a low-scoring game. Like, I think both teams are going to be at 20 or below, maybe 21 to the victor. Man, I have to ride Texans +3.5 because the field goal is safe. But like, I definitely think a 4-point ball game is very highly likely. So I'm gonna ride Texans, but it's a bad bet.
That's where I would go because I was on. I mean, the Chiefs have been favored by 3.5 and 4.5 points for the last 3 weeks, and they have not covered it. I don't see why they would cover it this week against one of the toughest defenses in the NFL. Actually, the toughest defense in the NFL. Also, Georgia got 3, Texas Tech got 4, Oregon got 5.
Oregon got 5. All right, Chargers hosting the Eagles. Eagles are -1.5. I'm gonna take the Eagles here. Herbert's coming off surgery off of his left wrist. He's got pins and needles in his hands right now.
Is he playing?
He's planning on playing. But he's still technically questionable, but he's planning on playing. I'm taking the Eagles here.
As much as I hate it, yeah, I don't want it to happen. But whatever I want to happen never happens, baby. So
I don't know. You beat the Chiefs.
Yeah. Well, what does that amount to now?
Well, now, but like that was. I feel like that should be the biggest win for you ever.
Yeah, I'd probably lean the Eagles here though. With you guys.
Yeah. Yep. Well, the Cowboys line's overhit. It was at 55 and a half at closing. That's crazy.
Well, the two really good offenses. Ole Miss just got 6.
Ole Miss got 6.
Yeah. You guys
we can keep rolling with that. Anything else? Any other bets you guys got? Anything else you want to get off?
Nauser.
No.
I don't think so.
Anything
I said that. I was on the team. I think I'm going to take the team total for the Titans under. A&M got 7. I wish I could share this. I could share this if you want me to, and you could just add it on there.
What?
Share the. Can you
share the what?
Oh
no, they'll take us down off YouTube if we share that.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Well,
they'll block that. We can't use other people's. Oh, Spoon left. LOL. I think you went to exit out of that tab. Forgetting this his stream was in that tab. That's hilarious. Oh my god, here he is. He's back. Was it in that tab? You exited out of that tab?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Oklahoma got number 8. And so we already have 4 SEC teams in the top 8 right now.
That's crazy.
Well, that's the best conference in football. Oh no, actually, the Big Ten is top heavy with Indiana and Ohio State.
I got a couple prop bets here. You want to hear a couple prop bets?
Sure.
So first one I have is Chase Brown over on rushing yards, 48.5.
Okay.
The Bills are kind of susceptible to that. Chase Brown always does better when Joe Burrow's in the game, and Chase Brown's been hovering in those 40s all year. So I think with Joe Burrow in the game against a run susceptible defense, I think he's going to do well. Cam Ward under 1 passing touchdown. Under one passing touchdown.
Is it at 1 or 1.5?
It's at 0.5.
Oh, okay. Well,
under half a touchdown. I don't think they throw for a touchdown in this game. If they go, and they probably run for it. I don't think they're going to put the ball in Ward's hands. And then
Alabama got in at 9.
Yep.
Wow.
So last one real quick. Kirk Cousins 1 interception. Kirk Cousins 1 interception against the Hawks. Hold on, Spoon. I know what you're gonna say. We're gonna talk college football here for just a second. I do agree. We're in a group text, and Sap sent something in the end there. I agree with that. You should not get penalized for playing in a conference championship game, win or loss. You should not get extra, and I believe the rankings should come out before conference championship games. You shouldn't get penalized for making a conference championship game because
but if you lose that game 28-7 and you have -3 rushing yards, I think you should get a little penalized for it.
No, I don't think you should because you made a conference championship game against another team.
So then you need to penalize people who aren't playing conference championship games too. Then.
What do you mean you need to penalize people who aren't?
Notre Dame and Miami didn't play in a conference championship game, so they should be penalized for not playing in them.
No, I don't think. I think the rankings should come out before the conference championship games. I don't think anybody should be penalized. No, they didn't. I think so. Right now, Ohio State should be 1 in my opinion.
It's basically the same thing. So right now, what I'm looking at with their rankings, it's basically the exact same as it was before, except obviously they swapped Indiana and Ohio State.
Which I don't agree with. I don't think you should be able to. I don't think you should be able to give that to Indiana, but take it away, but not put it towards Alabama.
Miami's the last one in. They're leaving Notre Dame. They're leaving Notre Dame out. They're punishing them for not playing in a conference championship game. They should.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
You have to leave Notre Dame out.
Yeah, Miami beat them head to head.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody was like, "Who's gonna get in, Miami or Notre Dame?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, they literally have a head-to-head matchup. Why would you put in Notre Dame over Miami when Miami beat Notre Dame? Like, can you explain why that was a debate to me?
I still don't think Miami deserves to be in. They didn't even play for their trash conference championship game.
Who played?
They didn't even play in it.
Who was it? It was
Duke and Virginia. They didn't even make their conference championship game, and the ACC is trash.
So run through the full list of teams for us.
Well,
1 to 12.
right now, I mean, I already know what it's going to be because the last two have to be Tulane and JMU, unless for some reason
Yeah, James Madison.
unless they jump Duke over JMU, which I don't see that happening. That's
I
not.
don't see
There's
it
like
happening.
there's like a less than 1% chance that happens. But hold on, let me go back. They're showing the resume comparison between Notre Dame and Miami right now.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Oh my!
I mean, Notre Dame doesn't have they don't even have a good win this year.
No,
Like, are you going to tell me that USC's a good team?
no.
No, they're not. You going to tell me Navy's a good football team? They didn't even play a Power 4 team this year. You got Indiana at 1, Ohio State at 2, Georgia 3, Texas Tech 4, Oregon 5, Ole Miss 6, Texas A&M 7, Oklahoma 8, Alabama 9, Miami 10. Then you're going to have Tulane at 11, and you're going to have JMU at 12. So
Man.
the first team out is, I would assume it's going to be Notre Dame, and then the second team out is going to be BYU.
Damn, that is rough.
Yeah.
Are you okay, bud?
No, I'm fine. I totally believe that there are two teams that would beat Miami on a neutral. That would beat
Texas being one of them.
Yep, Vanderbilt would beat Miami on a neutral. I think
Ooh.
Vanderbilt is as good as a lot of some of these teams have made it.
Yeah, I do too.
Because the thing is that the first teams out that they're going to show is they're going to show Notre Dame, they're going to show BYU. I'm sorry, but Vanderbilt beats both of those teams on a neutral as well.
Man, I don't know if they beat them.
They do. Vanderbilt's a very good football team.
They are, but they're also playing with a 42-year-old quarterback.
Hey, if they can do it, they can do it, and it's working.
I'm just kidding.
It's
He's
been
not.
working for 'em.
I like Pavia. He's cool.
Yeah, here's Tulane. They got that 11 spot. They just announced them.
Yeah, man.
Because Miami doesn't have any good. They don't even have a good loss on their record. Both of the losses that they have are teams outside the top 25.
Man.
And you're going to say that Notre Dame's their best win? I don't think Notre Dame's that good. They don't even have a good win.
Yeah. I don't know how,
Well,
because of the Bama game. Oklahoma gets in because they beat Bama.
yep. Basically.
Yeah, because if you look at the rest, I mean,
Well, Oklahoma has some good wins. Oklahoma's a good team.
Ole Miss they lost to though. That in my opinion, their only really good win. I can't really say that, I guess.
Because Oklahoma was never in the game against Texas either. We freaking controlled that whole game on a neutral site. We play on a neutral site against them every year.
Yeah, but that's a river, or that's the Red River rivalry. Those games are like, those are different. You know what I mean? Like, that's like division games in the NFL. They're different.
Well, that's the second biggest rivalry in football. So behind Michigan, Ohio State.
In college football,
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Okay.
Yeah, in college. Well,
You said in football.
I think Michigan, Ohio State is a bigger rivalry than any NFL game we get.
I agree with that. But that's the only one. Like,
You think that's the only one?
I think that's the only NCAA rivalry that gets over NFL rivalries. Like the top 8 NFL, like Packers, Bears is a big one just because it's so old.
Cowboys, Eagles.
You have Niners, Steelers,
Notre Dame,
Niners,
and BYU,
Cowboys.
first two teams out.
What?
I said Notre Dame, BYU, first two teams out.
Yep.
It's like, I kind of saw that coming from a mile away. Well, so here's my thing. So you're going to punish BYU for losing their conference championship, but you're not going to punish Alabama for losing their conference championship?
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's all dumb opinions by people that don't watch college football, and that's it.
No, it's all
opinion-based.
dumb opinions by people who are biased.
Yeah.
It's not, they don't watch it.
Alabama shouldn't have got in. I don't think Alabama should have got in.
Man, I don't know. I'd have to look. Hold on. Let me look here. So, Bama. So, my opinion, let's see. So, Bama loses to Florida State week 1. I'll excuse that.
You'll excuse that. That's a bad loss.
It is a bad loss, but it's week 1. That's it. In college football, the first 3 weeks have always been excused. Always, forever. If you have a bad loss in the first few weeks, They excuse that yearly. That's a consistent thing that they do every year. It drives me nuts because they just go, oh, that was early in the season, doesn't count. And I hate that because if you take, yeah, okay, hold on. I'll finish. Then they go on a run. Then they lose to Oklahoma, who we already discussed is in the college football playoff because they're a really good team. And then that's it. And then they lose to number 3 Georgia, the 3rd best team in the country, who they have also beat, then splitting with them. If they had lost twice to Georgia, I don't think they get in. But because they had already beaten Georgia once, they get in. So the Florida State loss is bad, but that's their only bad loss. Like losing to Georgia 3 and getting manhandled, I don't see as a quote unquote bad loss because it's still Georgia. They're still the number 3 team in the country. Whereas with Texas, you have the first few weeks, Ohio State, that's a good loss, but it's a loss early in the season. Excuse that. Wipe that away, right? Not going to count that. Then you lose to Florida, which is a bad loss, and that's midway through the season. And then you lose to Georgia, who is a good loss, but you get manhandled, but you don't have a win over them. So it's just a straight up bad loss. No even out tiebreaker, no evens. So it's good loss, bad loss, good loss, but it's 3 losses with no upsides. Other than that you beat Oklahoma and then you beat Texas A&M. If you flip Texas's schedule, in my opinion, if you flip the schedule and they beat Florida, really if they beat Florida, they're in. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean,
Texas
or
beats Florida,
or if we don't schedule Ohio State and we just play Rice week 1, we're in.
No, I think
yeah, we're in. If we play Rice week 1 or Texas State or some other easy game like Notre Dame piles their schedule with, we're in.
I don't even think they looked at the Ohio State loss. I really don't.
Even with the loss to Florida, they didn't look at the loss to Florida State with Bama, so they're going to overlook the loss to Florida.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yes, if we schedule a cupcake game like all the other teams do, then yes, we're in with the 1 loss to Florida. We'd be 10-2 tied with Oklahoma right now, and we would win the head-to-head just like Miami won the head-to-head against Notre Dame.
So you think they get in at 11?
Who, Texas? No, we would be ranked 8 or 9 right now. We would have the head-to-head win against Oklahoma, which is exactly how Miami just knocked Notre Dame out.
Oh yeah.
That's where we would be right now.
Oklahoma.
Because you can't tell me that it's different. Miami and Notre Dame's head-to-head is much different than Oklahoma and Texas head-to-head. No, it's the same thing. Miami has 2 terrible losses on the year, awful losses. They've lost 2 games this year, and both of them were to teams outside of the top 25. But Miami beat Notre Dame, so they're in.
To be fair, Texas, man, it's hard. It's hard because if you win that week 1 game, then Texas has the bad loss to Florida, and then the good loss to Georgia. And Oklahoma would have the bad loss to Texas and the good loss to Ole Miss.
Well, Notre Dame has the loss to Texas A&M, and they have a loss to Miami. 2 teams ranked in the top 25.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. But Miami's losses are way worse than Notre Dame's losses.
I think I would look at strength of schedule. I think Oklahoma would still get in because their schedule was harder than your guys's.
How was their schedule harder?
1, 2, 3, 4,
we got
5.
Georgia, A&M, Oklahoma. We got
2,
Vanderbilt,
3, 4, 5, 6.
Vanderbilt
They played more top 25 competition with the same number of top 25 losses.
I don't believe that.
No, I'm like looking at their schedules. OU played 6 top 25 teams. Texas played.
But it's the same thing. If you're gonna say that you got to compare it to Miami and Notre Dame. Same thing.
Did Miami play less top 25 teams than Notre Dame?
Pretty sure.
Because that's what I'm saying right now.
Not.
If it's tied like that, even with the head-to-head tiebreaker, Texas being unranked right now hurts them.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Oklahoma's only played 4 teams in the top 25.
No, they haven't. They played number 22 Missouri, number 4 Alabama, number 14 Tennessee, number 8 Ole Miss, number 22 Auburn, and number 15 Michigan. This is when they played.
I didn't count the Ole Miss game. Oh no, we're talking end of season top 25.
No. I'm talking in season. I'm talking in season.
No,
top
we're
25.
talking end of season top 25 because you can't say, oh well, they were ranked 20th when we played them, but now they're ranked 60th. Like Florida State was ranked in the top 25 when Alabama played them. They finished the season 5-7. They're not a good team anymore. You got to look at the end of season.
No, Florida State was unranked when they played them.
No, they were ranked at the preseason.
I'm looking at it right
preseason
now.
ranking. Florida State was ranked in the top 25. It was a huge game. They were ranked like 18 or 19. They had Florida. Oh my. 2025.
No, I'm just showing you what I'm looking at. This is what I'm looking at, Spoon. So it shows the ranking when they played them.
I'm telling you, they were ranked in the top 25.
Not according to CBS.
Because they were ranked like 20.
Was it the coaches poll they were ranked top 25 in?
Hold on.
Because this says they were unranked. Which, don't get me wrong, like, still a bad loss. They lost to an unranked Florida State. You know what I mean? Like, bad loss.
Yeah, they weren't ranked. Okay, you're right. They weren't ranked. They were just outside the top 25. Jesus Christ.
Still a bad loss.
Terrible loss then.
Yeah, but like I said, it's the week. Like the committee has always, like, the first 3 weeks, if you have a bad loss or a good loss, they ignore that other than record. Like, they'll count it if you're 10-2, they'll count it for record. But if you have a bad loss to a bad team, they don't count that against you, right? They don't take that into consideration. The losses are equal when it's that early. Now, later in the season, they'll start applying head-to-head tiebreakers and, like, more, was it a good team? Was it a bad team? And I don't agree with that. I think there's a lot of issues with the way they do things, but that's just me. I'm not a huge college football person in general. I think that why would I watch an inferior product? Why would I watch the worst version of what I want to watch on Sundays?
But you're literally watching the guys that are about to go in and tear it up in the NFL.
Yeah, but like so my issue with college football is it's such a different game than the NFL, and I believe it's like playing the game on easy mode. It's like playing Madden on easy mode. Like they're just, you can get way more explosive plays way easier. Running the ball is way easier. Like all those, you can exploit matchups way easier. You have a zero.
Oh, that's to Alabama, who just got -3 rushing yards last night.
No, but that's my point. For Georgia, the point is for Georgia in that situation, you can exploit matchups differently. I don't know. I guess there's just more ways to win. It's not as line it up in the alley and best man wins. More often in college football, a lesser team will beat a good team, whereas in the NFL, every team's a good team. So even like the Jets,
Cleveland Browns beating the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, but if you line the Jets up against Georgia, the Jets would fucking dominate that game. Absolutely. Would run the score up. But that's because there's a left guard for Georgia. I don't know if this is true, but there's in college football, hypothetically, there's a left guard for Georgia who's a freshman starting left guard who's 19 years old and a 28-year-old NFL D tackle is going to absolutely take his lunch money and then sit on him. Like it's just not even going to be close. And that one matchup can ruin the entire game for Georgia, right? Like that, like it can be wrecked that easily. So it's stuff like that I don't like about college football. And I know it's nitpicky, and I still love football, and I still watch college football like when it's on, but I just don't follow it as closely because of that. It's too volatile, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Too volatile, too much turnover. I can't get behind it. But all right, anything you guys want to add before we end week 14? or go watch games?
No, excited to see how it plays out.
All right, boys. We will see you on Tuesday for the reaction show, and good luck. Peace.
Peace.
All right, which do you guys
I
like
wanna